I trusted her. I believed her words, every single one of them. I'm just going to yoga, she said, her voice calm, like nothing was wrong. But what she didn't know was that I was already starting to see through the lies. That morning, everything seemed normal, too normal. I kissed her goodbye, sent her off with a smile, and then I saw something I wasn't supposed to. Before we dive in, please subscribe to our channel. It means the world to us and helps us bring you more amazing stories. Her car parked in front of a house. Not the yoga studio, but his house. I knew exactly who lived there. Jason, her so-called friend. The one who was always too friendly, always showing up at our house for casual visits. I ignored it at first. Told myself I was overthinking things. But now everything felt wrong. I watched her get out of the car, walk up to his door, and knock. My heart was pounding as I stood there, frozen in place. I felt the blood rush to my head as the door opened. There he was, the man who had always acted so innocent, shaking my hand every time I'd seen him, acting like nothing was ever going on. But now, as I watched them step inside together, the pieces clicked. She wasn't at yoga. She wasn't where she said she would be. She was with him, and they both knew exactly what they were doing. I should have left, should have turned around and driven away, but I couldn't. I had to know. I had to have the answers. I wasn't just fighting for myself now. I was fighting for the kids, the ones she promised to protect, the ones who looked up to her. My son, my daughter, who adored her. How could she betray them too? I waited until she called me, trying to act normal, her voice quivering with fake calmness. Just finishing up yoga, she said. But I knew better now. I know where you are, I replied, my voice flat. There was silence. It was then I knew. The lies had been building piece by piece. She wasn't just lying to me. She was lying to them too. How could I explain this to my kids? How could I let them live under the same roof as someone who had been deceiving us all this time? I needed to confront her. But this wasn't just about me. It was about showing her that actions have consequences, not just for her, but for everyone she had hurt, including our children. When I saw her later, she didn't look surprised. I could see the guilt in her eyes, but there was no apology, no remorse. She tried to explain. It just happened. Jason and I, we got close, and it wasn't intentional. I never meant to hurt you. Her words fell on deaf ears. You've hurt more than just me, I said coldly. You've broken our family. Our children will have to live with this because of you. Her face twisted, but the tears never came. Instead, she gave me an excuse, some flimsy justification that she wasn't happy, that she had needs that weren't being met. It was all about her now, wasn't it? The truth was clear. She was no longer the woman I married. She had chosen him, chosen this lie, this betrayal. But I wasn't done. I couldn't just let it end like that. I had to make her see the truth of what she had done. She was going to pay. I wasn't going to just walk away from this. I waited for the right moment, the moment when it all came crashing down. I made sure she had no idea what was coming. She was so consumed with her guilt that she didn't even see it. One day, when she least expected it, I made sure to confront her at his place, with the kids in tow. I had told them we were going for a simple family trip. They didn't know what was happening, what she had done to our lives. When we arrived, I stood in front of the house. She tried to pull away, but I stopped her. This ends now. You're going to face this, I said, walking to the door. She tried to protest, but I wasn't listening. Not anymore. As we stood on his doorstep, Jason came to the door, looking as smug as ever. The look in his eyes was enough. I could tell he had no regrets. He thought he had one, but that's where he was wrong. I walked in with my children, who finally understood. She tried to stop me, tried to explain herself to them, but the damage was done. My kids would never see her the same way again. The woman who once held them close, the one they trusted, had betrayed them in the worst possible way. Jason stood there, knowing that his time had come. You think you can just waltz in here and expect to fix everything? I asked. He was silent. It's too late, I added. I looked at my children, who were now staring at the broken remnants of our family. They had seen the truth. I had made sure of it. The next few months were a blur. My focus was clear: revenge. Not just for me, but for my kids, for the family she had torn apart. I made sure she felt the consequences of her betrayal. I made sure she understood what it meant to break a family, to destroy the very foundation of trust we had built over the years. I didn't just move on. I rebuilt. I showed her that she had no place in our lives anymore. And the pain of losing everything she held dear, that was my revenge. My children and I walked away stronger, wiser, and free from the lies. The final confrontation was her last chance to explain herself. But this time, she was the one who didn't get to speak. I was done with her lies. Now, the story ends with my children happy and safe, free from the chaos she had brought into our lives. And as for her, she learned the hard way that a man and his children, when betrayed, can't be brought down so easily. I walked away, leaving her and Jason in the past where they belonged. We had everything we needed now: trust, love, and the strength to move forward.